What is going on today? This is Coach G, and I am back at y'all today. And today I am talking about spaghetti and how to take a dish that we all know and love and transform it into a low calorie dish if your goal is weight loss, and also into a healthier dish if you just want to be healthier, fitter, and all that yada, 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 yada stuff. So, how can you take spaghetti, something that typically is going to be 600 to 700 calories, and transform it into a 300 to 400 calorie meal? Now, the first thing you're going to see is a lot of things when you go to Pinterest, Instagram, things like that. You're going to see all these different recipes, and they're very complex. They're going to have you make your own sauces and do all this fancy stuff. And I think that is just too much to be doing for something that is so simple as spaghetti. As a matter of fact, all food is really this simple and easy if you just know what to do. But today we're focused on spaghetti. So let's start with the three main components of spaghetti because you got three main components to it. The first one is going to be meat. The second one is going to be the sauce, the actual spaghetti sauce. And the last component is going to be noodles. So I'm going to break each and every single one down and tell you how to make it low calorie and how to make it healthier. So let's start with meat right here. So whenever you buy meat for your spaghetti, what you typically want to look at if you want to go low calorie, you see this number right here? 80-20. So 20% lean or 80% lean, 20% fat. This spaghetti right here, this meat, when I cook it, it's going to have 280 calories per serving because it has a lot of fat in it. So the first way to make a healthier spaghetti is if you use ground beef and you want to continue to use ground beef in your spaghetti. Personally, I think ground beef has the best taste to it of all the other versions that I've ever made. But you can change the ratio of this meat. So instead of 80-20, go 92-8 or above. So if you actually buy a 92-8 or above meat, this calorie number right here on the back is going to be 170 calories and 92.8, and I think as low as 140 calories and 96.4. So you got to understand these ratios. So just buying a higher level ratio of meat is one way if you stick with beef. Another thing you can do is you can switch from beef to turkey. You can go ground turkey. Ground turkey is typically it's just a leaner meat. The typical ratio of ground turkey is going to be 92.8. You could buy some that's even like 96.4. And once again, you're going to be at 160 calories per serving. So just do the math on that and just hold that in your head. So you want to buy meat and you want to be able to buy it leaner. That way you're taking the calories down. Now, the second part with meat that not a lot of people talk about, especially with beef, is, in my opinion, you want to buy grass-fed beef for health benefits. Like I say, not just fat loss, but also for your health, you want to buy grass-fed. A lot of beef that is on the commercial market, products you probably see at Walmart and things like that, they use meat glue. And meat glue is not good for our health. You can go look it up. You can do a Google search on it if you want. So I personally always buy grass-fed beef. I stay away from that meat glue. I don't want that fake crap in my body messing up my health, okay? Because that's also important. And that's another important aspect to fat loss is actually just the health of your whole entire body. So that's how you manipulate meat. You buy a package that is leaner and one that has less fat in it to begin with. Or you can substitute it out for ground turkey, a ground chicken, but you just have to make sure that it's lean and look at the calories on the back and make sure it's low, okay? You want it to be at least under 200 calories per serving on the meat. Next thing you got when you come to spaghetti is the sauce, obviously. Now, this is what I have in my cabinet. This is how I make my spaghetti, but I use mazzata. Spicy marinara sauce. I love a little spice. Love a little kick. All right. Now, look back on that jar again and look at those calories. The calories are going to be 100 calories per serving. Like I say, me, I'm trying to typically gain weight, add a few pounds to my body, so I don't mind that. But if your goal is to lose weight, you want to find a sauce that is typically under 60 calories per serving. And there's a ton of them out there. There's a ton of them out there. Now, one thing you got to be careful on is you got to watch out for sauces that have sugar in them, that add sugar, things that are made with tomato puree. Not good for your health. They're going to add extra calories. So when you think things like, oh, I don't see one that's under 60 grams per serving. You don't see one that's under 60 calories per serving. Excuse me. One of the reasons is because maybe they add sugar, maybe it's tomato puree, maybe they're just not using good, clean ingredients. Now, I love Mazzata. They use really clean ingredients. One of the big things I look for is it just straight up tomatoes? Some have tomato puree in them, and I like to see just regular, straight tomatoes on the ingredient list. That's what I'm always going for. Non-GMO, product verified, gluten-free. I know they're not putting sugar or whatever else or other things in there. I know they're really making a really great product. Look in the description and you'll see some of the other brands that I recommend, like Rayo's. They make a great spaghetti sauce. There's a few other ones that make really great spaghetti sauces. So if you take the meat in a typical serving of spaghetti and you go 160 calories plus a sauce that's under 60 calories per serving, right now you're at 200 and, oh golly, 160 plus 60. Where's my math at? You're at 220 calories. So now you're coming to the very last thing in spaghetti, which can't have spaghetti without having spaghetti noodles. Now, this is just regular Barilla spaghetti noodles. And what you're going to see off almost every single type of spaghetti noodles, every serving is going to be about 200 calories per serving. So almost every single type, no matter whether it's quinoa, whether it's brown rice, what's some of the other ways they make noodles? They make them out of quinoa, brown rice, einkorn flour, cassava flour. These are going to be healthier ways that you can switch up your spaghetti if you're looking for a healthier option. And also if you're looking for gluten-free options than using a typical wheat product. But if you really want to make it low calorie, then I recommend buying Miracle Noodles. And I'll put that link in the description box below or whatever else, so you can check that out. But Miracle Noodles, you can find them at Amazon, you can find them at Whole Foods. And what they are is, it is 5 calories per serving. So let's say your goal is weight loss and you're making spaghetti for the whole entire family, and the kids might not like Miracle Noodles, husband, wife, whatever. Nobody likes the Miracle Noodles, but your goal is to lose weight. You can heat them up in the microwave. They're super simple. That's how easy they are. You just heat them up in the microwave by themselves. You can buy Miracle Noodles, cook everybody else their regular spaghetti, use a leaner ground beef, use a healthier sauce, and then you use Miracle Noodles. So think about it. If your meat is 160 grams per calorie, or 160 calories per serving, your sauce is 60 calories per serving, you're at 220 calories. And then you use something like Miracle Noodles, you're at 225 calories, and you're eating spaghetti. This is how you manipulate food so you can effectively have fast weight loss. So you can get the weight off super fast. You have to know how to put the right ingredients together. You can make your family the regular noodles, whatever else, so nobody else is complaining, and you're losing weight in the process. That's how easy it is to transform spaghetti from an unhealthy meal that people typically buy ground beef that's higher calorie, or they use store-bought meatballs, once again, that are more processed and not as good, to using higher calorie sauces, some of them that might even have sugar in them, to using noodles that aren't the best. So just change it up, change it up, change it up. Now I'll give you a secret tidbit too. If you buy real Italian Durham wheat or Durham wheat noodles, you can find them in stores. I'll click at the bottom of it, just read the description. I'll give you some of my favorite products that I've loved, that I've tried over the years. they're actually healthy for you. Gluten from Italy is actually processes differently in our body, believe it or not. I know that sounds crazy, but it really does break down differently in our body. So there you go. That's a way you can use it. If you like this video, sign up, get on my newsletter list, send out a newsletter every single week with health advice, health tips, tips for fat loss, all that good stuff. Either way, I'll catch y'all on the next one. And that's how you make spaghetti healthy.